And finally, the European Commissioner for Finance has announced that Brussels has reached common ground with Greece over issues related to the Greek economic crisis. Pierre Moscovici, however, noted that challenges remain, particularly regarding the labour market, liquidity and pensions. Moscovici says EU member states will also have to make extra efforts when it comes to meeting budget deficit limits, particularly France. Mr. Proy has more on that now in this report.
Just 4 months ago, the EU and Greece had run a tug-of-war over how much Greece should sacrifice before it can release a locked bailout loan which would help it tackle the Greek crisis. But now the European Commissioner for Finance says it is easier to discuss with the government of the Greek Prime Minister Alexis Tsipras. Earlier this week, Greece announced it was running out of liquidity to meet its public sector bills worth $1.5 billion.
New methods of negotiations have helped, particularly on VAT, on non-performing loans and pensions. These past 3 weeks were more productive than previous months. We hope to reach an agreement, but we are waiting for concrete proposals on the job market and retirement.
Low oil prices and a depreciated euro have led to a turnaround in several EU economies. However, the Commission wants member states to undergo annual scrutiny over their performance and follow recommendations Brussels makes to national governments.
Il n'est nullement temps pour nos économies de relâcher les efforts.
This is not at all the moment to give up efforts. Reforms are the most productive when there is an uptide, but this is also when there is tendency to give up reforming. So all reforming efforts must be maintained.
Some countries have, however, come under the watchful eye of the Commission. France has repeatedly failed to meet budget deficit limits and has been slow to implement reforms.
Ses priorités, c'est d'abord l'investissement.
The priorities are investment in jobs and services, reduction of debts and deficits. Finally, we want states to support the job market and social schemes so that the reforms are just.
The EU Commissioner will meet French authorities over reforms, but EU officials know Greece will take the centre stage in the coming weeks. Mr. Proy, Press TV, Paris.